Welcome back, everyone, to the part number 2 of the crazy end games. Phone and games, yeah. Alla fake Hikaru Nakamura. Okay, so I a little bit calculated this puzzle during I was sitting, so and I checked quickly the ideas after c4, e4, counterattack to sack this pawn, but take this and run share. I also checked quickly ideas to play something like king c7, king b7, king d6, king c6. It didn't work, so I decided to focus on the pawn race and pawn and game double attack, which is usually a more common name for this ready idea, or two rabbits, like we threat to promote this pawn, but we also threat to stop this pawn. Yeah, that was my idea. And I also quite quickly check all the ideas with king f4, king d5, and king f3, kind of double attacks, king f4, king f3, king f2, and taking this pawn. But finally, I stopped on this line like king s6, b4. Also, the big question, why not b4 and b3? Takes king f5 and king c3. Yes. Otherwise, if a4, king e4, just with the threat king f3, probably. Yes, and I cannot stop the pawn because he will play king f2. It's already draw, right? There is no check at the end of line. No, king e3, king f2. Yes, the idea, right? King d3, the idea. Oh my God, I forgot it. I forgot it. The idea is to shoulder the king with king d3, and then move on, right? And then after check to win trades, it's not winning. I run to this pawn, and he run to h5 square, runs to h5 squares. That was the idea. I hope you could understand it. So, and I checked the ideas take on g5, and I checked multiple ideas. But the main idea I focused on is to create double threats, like promote this pawn in this way, and also attack this pawn. Also sometimes attack this pawn and quickly help to this pawn or this pawn. But I couldn't find any exact refutation line. And also I couldn't understand what is better, king c3 or c2. But I assume c4. But I may be wrong. Like I didn't check king e3, king e4 ideas, king d2, king c2, king e2, king c3. Kind of ideas, king c2, b3 idea. I didn't check. Sometimes it's just winning. King c2, b3. Wait, it's just pawn break. What am I doing? Why didn't I check king c2, b3? It's pawn break. It's b3, c4. Also. Wait, king c2, king e6, b3. c4. Takes. Can he get this? Yeah, he can get it. Okay, it's nothing. It's nothing. King c2, king e6, b3. Also before the move. b3. 5. I can also take stakes for c4, but it doesn't look correct. c4 is logical. And yeah, he has bc, b4, f, but it also has to be drawn with before e3. King d2. It's not about pawns, but it's draw king e3 is tricky. If I can get something on loose, king e4 eliminated because it doesn't make sense in our position. King e5 doesn't work, so let's play the game. King c6 he plays, and I thought it's not main line. I thought something like taking king f5 were more So king c3 were my idea and b3. Like king c3, king c5, b3, and it's just winning. B6, or even b4. B4 is more precise. Give less options, takes. And somewhere b2, e4. B2, no, it doesn't work. Yeah, just king c3, king c5, b4. Takes. It's just winning. What is history? I thought about ideas like king b6, c7, b7 in this position. With the idea after king c4, play king b6. But the problem is I have just pawn break b3 at the moment. If I play this e4, I remember e4 idea at some point. And I remember I also had simple win. C takes b5, king b6. Yes, his idea. King c4, king a5, his maybe idea. C5, e3, yes. King d4, king d5, king e4, king c4 draw. Maybe that's what I missed. E4. And no b4s here. B4 is not winning. AB takes c5 maybe. And b3 king d4 maybe b6. And there is fewer. King c3, e4, b4, or b3. B4 seems strong. I simply tried here. Takes. He can play king c5, but it doesn't look correct. Like I can play here. So king b5, king b3. b3, king c3, I go back. e2, king d2. 42. b3, but it's too slow. I just take this pawn. Okay, let's play king c3. B takes c4. It's also not the main line, which I thought. I take and play b4. What's wrong? I even did not, maybe I even didn't think about b6. It seems very wrong. e4, b4, ab king b3, b3 king c3. It doesn't work. What's his idea? King c4. e4, only, I mean, king d6 doesn't make sense. I played before. Then I have protected pass pawn. So basically, e4 is only move. b4, takes. She doesn't have shoulder, like king d5. I simply play king c3. e3, king c3. I don't understand completely. And b4. Like maybe his idea b3, e3, something like that, but it's stupid. Before you just win. Of course, king d4, king b5, king e4, king c4, you just draw. But yeah, it's not main line. It's not the most dangerous in my opinion. It's just I have no choices. I mean, basically, I didn't have another moves. Like even if I calculate badly, let's check the position. Even if I calculate badly this position, no, there is no way to make mistake. Yeah, just no way to go wrong. Initial position is not that tricky because we can eliminate all the options very easily. C4 is king c2, b3 is also ideal. Yeah, we need to check it. And I thought something like b takes c4, king e6, like a main line. Then b4. Okay, king b3, king f5. The idea. And now king c3, king c2. I didn't understand why both are not playing in f4. Actually, awesome. Right, king e4. King c3, king d5. Yet we still have these pawns. There is no this pawn. There is this kind of double attack threatening here and promote the pawn, but also stopping the pawn. Yeah, it simply doesn't work. And I probably spent a lot of time for this puzzle to check all the ideas when I saw Boogeyman, because I played against computer, yeah. And I thought there is trick till the end. Yeah, I thought about king f5, a4. Also, I thought about king, but king g5 is fails this. King f4, not king c3. And this position, I was not sure. King f3, still check. That's I remember. King g3. King e3 doesn't work. Stop the pawn. King f3, there is check, and king g3. a5, e4. King d4 from this side. Stop pawn from this side, and if he defends f3, there is check at the end. If he defends f4, I see, and then we again check. Okay, this one is okay. Check. And basically there is no hope. Yeah, I thought about some ideas like king f4, king d3, king f4, king d5, king g5, king f4, but it didn't work. Yeah. And I also thought about e4 here, but it's also didn't work well. 5 before, yeah, the same idea. Now we just first, yeah, we just promote first. Okay. And yeah, it's simple, but there are a lot of things to calculate. Actually, I spent quite a lot of time to calculate this. What was important in this pawn game, it teaches you to check all the pawn breaks all the time. Yeah, and also what is important for me, I overcalculated. I didn't eliminate my opponent's options very quickly. Like I have this habit to eliminate my ideas, but sometimes this habit, everything has drawback. Like this habit has sometimes I over calculate for the opponent and under calculate for me. Like I did not eliminate his ideas as quick as possible. I didn't have it in my mind, so we can also turn it again if you see drawback, because yeah, you need to just all the time check what is working, what is not in your mind well. And for me, I notice a slight mental mistake when I focus to find a refuted idea from opponent. I do not try to refute opponent's ideas very quickly. The same, I refute my own ideas. This is any ideas, doesn't matter, just understand you need to refute any idea, no matter your opponent idea or yours idea. It's just idea on the chessboard, so we need to refute any idea on the chessboard as soon as possible. And by the way, it's all about mindset. You just focus your mind like this with this simple trick, and you correct countless mental mistakes on the chessboard. Because when the funny problem of nearly any chess player, they're trying to find mistakes on the chessboard. They check with the engine, with the coaches, with the zillions of ways, analyze games, but mistakes come from the mind. Before you do any move, it's come from the mind, and it's because of your thought process is not organized. When you organize your thought process correctly, and this is in this work, because everything is that wrong in our mind, so it works better. Okay, almost forget about my favorite part of the video speech. So my prices are $30 per hour till September, 50 after September. And hurry up if you want to jump in and get my coaching with such a cheap price. And also, if you want to join community where you can learn and earn, that would be amazing. You can invite your friends and you will get 30%. And so I described in previous videos, and now I'm a little bit hard to describe it quicker. So the price is $97 per month, and we will share many amazing points, much more than doing these videos, because I basically have limited time to share it for free, and of course I have much more attention and time if we can make it profitable, and not only me, yes, because money is attention. We can invite people better than me. Okay, that would be pretty damn cool. And yes, so and zillion something small, but it will be surprise for you. So $97 per month and 30% referral commission. So it's about 29.11 if I remember correct from one person, and if this person stay, you can get money forever. And yeah, and again, there is no reason to leave this community if you start to earn money. So people may stay and grow with us and invite more and more friends. Thank you so much for watching this video. Wish you peace, happiness, subscribe from Cambodia. Okay, stop sharing, and there is no important point anymore. Bye bye.